Howdy folks, I hope you are all having a great day. So today we're going to talk about my rifle. If you've been with me for a while, you have seen this before, but that video was taken down because I told people where they could get a legit version of this light. So I will not be making that mistake again. I bought this rifle about a year ago, and my goal at the time was to learn to shoot and learn what I liked so that I could upgrade this rather cheap starting rifle into something that would work for me for a long time. We have a BCA upper and PSA lower. The upper has treated me pretty well, though as you can see, I've only got about 300 rounds through it. And that is primarily because the nearest outdoor range to me kind of sucks. It's basically the same thing as an indoor range, just outdoor. They have lots of rules, and I don't really like going there. The good outdoor range near me is pretty far away, and my wife does not enjoy shooting the rifle. So very much more often than not, we wind up at the indoor range shooting our pistols, and this guy gets left at home because I don't like shooting a rifle indoors. It's super loud. It's not comfortable for me, and I feel like it's rude to the people in the lanes around me. So this guy just stays at home, and that's largely fine, except that this is the firearm that I intend to be my primary, and I have about a tenth of the round through this that I have through any of my pistols. So something's got to change. To that end, I have picked up a Stacy's Mom K, and this upper is just not the best host for that. It's 16 inches. It has a carbine length gas system, cheap BCG, cheap charging handle, and this is going to be a gassy mess if I try to put this on here. The only possible way to control it is with the buffer system, and it feels like I'm just not going to get the results that I'm looking for going that way. Since the plan has always been to upgrade the upper anyway, I've just decided to do that now. So I have the upgraded upper in the mail. But before it gets here, I just want to run through the version 1, so when I look back on this, I can see kind of how we've grown over time. The PSA lower came with B5 furniture. The SOP mod stock came standard. It's got a little storage back here, and in that I keep a battery for my light. I'd like to find a vial small enough to fit in there that stores some CLP or gun oil of some sort, but I haven't found that yet. I can't really think of anything else to put in that other side other than Skittles. I did change out the B5 grip. I didn't really like the blockiness of it, and just kind of didn't feel great in my hands. I started with a Daniel Defense grip. I really liked the texture and the rubberiness, but it had no beaver tail, and I didn't like that. So now we have the Mod 3 from BCM. It has some storage in it as well, and I'm a sucker for storage. And this is relatively easy to access. This side always gives me problems. In here, we keep multi-tool. It's the Next Tool Flagship Mini. It's not the best multi-tool, but it does have scissors and little pliers and a decent blade, and it fits, which is the primary thing. Most things don't. And then we have battery for the optic. I upgraded the mil-spec trigger that came with it to a single-stage drop-in trigger from Trigger Tech. I'm very happy with that. Nice light pull and very consistent, and yeah, really happy with it. Up front, we have the Magpul vertical grip that I got when I purchased everything, and I haven't been real happy with that. It's just too long. Bangs into you when you're walking, and I'm going to replace this with a CAG from BCM once the new upper gets here. The light is the Streamlight ProTac HLX from Streamlight. I'm pretty happy with that. It's the light and throw and everything is great. I mean, it's super bright. The throw's really good. It's just big. Is my only issue with it. So at some point that'll get replaced with an Arisaka or something a little smaller. Up top, we have a Vortex Strike Eagle 1-6, which you can very clearly see right there. And I'm very happy with that. I used to have a Romeo 5 and Juliet 3 up here, and while it was fine, I picked this up online recently. The cantilever mount and scope combo was like 225, so I decided to jump on that. I think you probably know where I got it, and I'm super happy with that. The increased sight picture, everything. I mean, there's no contest. This is, for me, significantly better than just a red dot. The upper that's in the male is a 13.9 inch from. It has a mid-length gas system with an adjustable block, a downvented BCG, and we have a pinned and welded Bravo mount on the front. I think that's going to be a perfect host for the suppressor. At the same time, I'm going to put a piggyback up here and put the Romeo 5 back on here because for quick target acquisition, I just feel like that's superior. At some point, I will probably get a cantilevered 45, but haven't done that yet. I don't know what to do about my buffer. The Stacy's Mom K here comes with a sealed end cap, which is obviously going to give you superior sound and blast reduction, but give you the most amount of gas. I have an adjustable block and a downvented BCG, which will help mitigate that gas. I want as little of that poisonous, super hot gas in my face as possible, and I would like this to be the softest shooting rifle that I can make. I'm willing to give up some of the blast and sound reduction to make that happen, but I would prefer not to if I don't have to. And I just don't know enough about this system from front to back. I've done quite a lot of research on how this all works, so I understand it theoretically, but I have no practical knowledge. I've read that I should get a carbine weight buffer and use the gas block to get the minimum amount of gas back here that I need to make the bolt lock back, which makes sense. Lower the reciprocating mass, softest shooting gun you can get. But that also feels like it's going to be sending more gas out the front, which means vented end cap and considerably more blast and sound. There are, I've read H2, H3, captive spring, adjustable weight, and I just don't know. I don't know what the calculus there between the amount of gas that I'm sending back here and which end cap I should use. I'm kind of stuck. So right now I'm thinking of getting one of the captive spring systems. I don't know which one yet. Need to do more research as to which one is going to be more tunable so I can kind of sort out on my own what is the best for me. The BCA upper, I have to say, has been perfectly reliable. I paid $200 for this thing, and it has been everything I wanted out of it. Now, granted, I only have about 300 rounds through it because I don't really like to take it to the range. It is overgassed and all that, but it has been perfectly reliable, and the accuracy has been better than expected. So, though I'm replacing this BCA upper, it's not because I hate it. And for a budget upper, I have not stopped being impressed by it. So kudos to BCA. And if you are looking for your first, if you're looking to do a rifle of Theseus sort of situation like I have, I can't not recommend BCA because it's been great for me. I have seen that it's not great for everybody, so obviously do your research and get what makes sense for you. But this thing has been better than expected. All right, so the new upper will be here in the next couple of days. I will get that on there, and on my next day off, I'm going to take it to the range. Once I get this all put together, I at least want to see how it shoots with an H2, and, we'll kind of go from there. I will let you know how that goes in a follow-up video. If you want to see that, hit the bell so you get a notification when I drop it. If you've enjoyed this, I would very much appreciate a like. And if you have any feedback for me on the buffer gas system situation or anything else that you think I should do here, please let me know in the comments. I'm very open to the wisdom of the pack. And I know that I have among the least experience behind one of these of anyone in the whole country that owns one. So if you see something I should change or consider, please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for your time. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget, we're all in this together, so be excellent to each other and be good to yourself as well.